Soul Incorporated, a band that made a national mark, is having their 50th reunion and a farewell concert all on the same night, and a Denny Lile DVD and CD release party. We're going to talk about that with a man who has been very successful and is well known in this community, Marvin Maxwell, who is the owner and founder of Mom's Music. Marvin, welcome back to the show.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love to you as well, my man. And congratulations to you. Before we went on the air, I was talking about you've been successful on so many levels. Obviously very passionate about music, and it's worked out on a business level. But also, it worked out personal enjoyment and business. You've been able to do something that you love for many, many years, and you've made a lot of friends in this business as well.
Probably a few enemies too, but no, it's been a lot of fun. Obviously it is, because that's what I keep on doing. But it's really all I know too, is music and music business, and it's been a. I wish I could remember more of it. But my friends around, you know, everybody remembers different things,
sure.
And the guys that we travel with, I'll listen to them talk, and they talk about things that I don't even remember. Of course, I'll talk about things that they don't remember, because my Lord, that was 50 years ago, you know. And it was those Dick Clark tours was, you did 30 shows in 30 days in 30 states, and the routing was horrible, because you'd be in Florida one night, and you'd be in Chicago the next night, and back down to Atlanta. Sometimes we would get to the gig just in time to go on and play the show that night. That's how much we were traveling.
You know, you think about the passion that it took and no fear kind of attitude, because when you found out that you could actually tour with Dick Clark, and it was like you, no second guessing, you just said, let's go, this is my life, and I'm going to take it from here, correct?
Oh, it was a big break, sure. And I mean, Dick Clark in those days, his name was #1, you know, and he had the television show and all that stuff going on. And man, when I got the call and said, would you like to go on the road with the Dick Clark Caravan of Stars, I just about had a heart attack. And I said, sure. I said, when? They said, tonight. And quit my job and packed up some clothes and came to Louisville and joined the Musicians Union and met the tour down in Beaver Dam, Kentucky, and worked and backed the show that night.
Wow! Without
any rehearsal, and we pulled it off. But we had some good musicians in the band, and you have your little secrets that you don't. That, you know, it's like if you're backing a singer and they put their foot up on its toe, you keep an eye on them, and you know that's the end of the tune coming up. So you heads up, you know, and the chord progressions, that's not done by E, F, and G and all that stuff. It's done by numbers. There's kind of little secrets that if you know what they are and you count the tune off right and you know the feel of the tune from day one, you could almost sound like you've been playing it all your life.
And that's the band Soul Incorporated, and there's an event coming up in about a month here. Soul Incorporated is going to have their 50th year reunion and farewell concert. So it's a reunion and a farewell all at the same time. As you said, it's just too hard to get these guys back together. But Soul Incorporated made a national mark in the music industry. A lot of these guys went on to become not only successful in that band, but in other bands as well, right, Marvin?
Absolutely. Yeah, well, just like Denny. Denny was in Soul Incorporated with us, and you know, he wrote one of Waylon's biggest hits, and well, look, we're still talking about him, and he's been dead since '95, and we're still talking about him. Of course, he was a talented dude, man. I wish he were still around.
Well, let's talk about that, too. We've got a couple of events to talk about. Denny Lile's reissue record release party. Now, that happens tonight.
Yes.
Mom's Music. Okay, who will attend this? Obviously, you had me listen to the album, and it is beautiful music, even by today's standards. I was wondering why someone doesn't cover some of Denny Lile's tunes. With that being said, tonight, who's invited, who can come, who should come?
Well, really, this is just, it's for the public, and if you want to come to Mom's at 7 o'clock, and some of the guys, myself included, are going to play some music at the store. There'll be some refreshments there, but when on Denny's re-release of this CD, it was out in '73, and so when you buy this new album on the reissue, also with it comes a DVD, a 90-minute DVD of his life. So we've got a big screen there at the store, and we're going to show that hour-and-a-half DVD of Denny's life too. So,
and you say, you know, for those who knew Denny Lile, pretty moving.
Absolutely, he was a great songwriter, man, and we were the best of friends, and. What can I say, man? I loved him. He was a great cat.
I can tell that's a tough loss for you, but you know what? The good news is you're going to get together with some of your old bandmates with Soul Incorporated, and that happens on November 15th. That is Sunday, November 15th. One of your favorite memories with the band? It's tough to talk because you really accomplished a lot, had some national hits, you know, hit the charts a couple of times.
Absolutely.
But give me one of your favorite memories with the band that kind of puts it all in a nutshell.
I can't do that, man. You can't say that on TV. No, but we worked a lot in Florida. When we weren't on the road, we had places in Florida, a couple of clubs that we would kind of hang out in, and being down there on the beach, and the particular club that we played in down there was where the astronauts, they brought the astronauts in vans to party.
Yeah, and I would think an astronaut could probably go pretty hard at it because they're intense dudes.
Let me tell you, when we got through with them, they were dancing on top of the tables. Of course, and in those days, Cosmo was with us, and you know Cosmo.
Cosmo and accounts.
He's passed now, and boy, he was a rocker, and he could get them dancing on the tables, and he did. And it was something. And the club was close enough to Cape Kennedy, which back then was called Cape Canaveral. We could stand outside the club and watch the rocket things go up in the. It was groovy. I never will forget Florida. It was great times down there.
Man, I'd love to spend about 6-7 hours in front of a couple of cold beers with you because I bet you've got some great stories. I mean, every time I talk to you, I go, "That was fascinating," and you said it like it was nothing. And I know the objective of you coming on the show today was to talk about these events, but also congratulations on the success of Mom's Music. If you have a young one who wants to learn to play an instrument, that is one of my biggest regrets. Don't let your children go through that regret. Mom's Music is a place to go. Lessons,
absolutely. We teach between 300 and 400 students a week there. So we got a big. I mean, that's our whole goal. Is honestly, I think it makes better people. If you play music, it'll make a better person out of you. I guarantee you it will. And you look at the statistics. 90-some-odd% of the brain surgeons played music at one time or other. Now, whether you do what we did or not, that's a different thing. It's a different time. But just playing music makes a kid smarter. It just does a lot of good things. You can ask the parents. And that's when we did rock school. We were the first ones in the United States to even try that thing to see if we could take 4 or 5 people and put them in their own band the first day and train them. And we did that. And we wrote the paperwork on it, and it's been introduced all over the country now. But that was so I believe in playing music. I really, really do. I think those things that the bad things you might say that we did in the 60s and 70s, that's all gone away. A friend of mine called me. He's a big bass player out in L.A. and he said, we have a new drug out here, the old guys. I said, what are you talking about? He said, it's golf. So music has cleaned itself up real well. So
that's hilarious. That's fun. But you know what? It's good for you that you were able to take a passion, make it a business, be very successful, pass on that passion for music to your sons, your grandchildren. Absolutely. I mean, congratulations to you, Marvin. I mean, I admire you as a person. You know, obviously you have a great, I don't know, compassion for people. You're able to bring people together. You've got a charisma about you. So congratulations to you.
Well, thank you very much. And I'll be honest with you, I've had through all these years and all the turmoil and what have you, I've had a good woman, a good wife. She's been with me for 52 years, and never mind.
It's good stuff. Yeah. It's all good stuff. All right, Mom's Music tonight. Don't forget, they're going to re-release the CD and the DVD about Denny Lile's life. And then in about a month here, we're going to have a big event, Soul Incorporated. It is the reunion and the farewell concert all in one night. It's hard to get these guys together, but they all get together. And again, there's the information up on the screen. All right, coming up, Eastern Star home in Louisville. Eastern Star is to me, it's like if you're thinking about living as you get older and you want to live your lifestyle, we'll tell you all about it with Randy Lively coming up next on Wave 3 Listens Live.